The ancient Egyptians believed death was just a doorway to an eternal life in the field of reeds, a perfect Egypt beyond this world. To reach this afterlife, the soul needed its body as an anchor. If the body decayed, the soul would be lost forever. Mummification became essential, not for memory, but for immortality. Egyptians saw the body, Ka, life force, and Ba, personality, as separate but connected. After death, the Ka and Ba needed to reunite with the preserved body each night. Mummification was a sacred science developed over centuries to halt decay and secure the soul's return. Not just pharaohs, but ordinary people sought preservation, believing everyone deserved a chance at eternity. Even simple burials in desert sand reflected this hope. The quest for immortality shaped Egyptian art, tombs, and daily rituals. Embalmers, both priests and scientists, learned to remove moisture, the enemy of preservation. Their techniques transformed fragile bodies into eternal icons, ready for the afterlife. Every mummy, every tomb was a testament to the Egyptian obsession with conquering death. This drive for immortality made them masters of preservation, blending religion and science. Through mummification, they believed they could achieve a new dawn beyond death. Mummification was rooted in Egypt's religious beliefs, especially the myth of Osiris. Osiris, murdered and dismembered by his brother Set, was restored by Isis and Anubis, the first mummification. Egyptians hoped to follow Osiris's path, preserved, resurrected, and granted eternal life. The embalming workshop was a sacred space, with priests donning Anubis masks to perform rituals. The journey to the afterlife was perilous, filled with monsters and tests. The Book of the Dead, buried with the mummy, offered spells to guide and protect the soul. The heart, left inside the body, was weighed against the feather of Ma'at in the final judgment. A light heart meant paradise, a heavy one, destruction by Ammit. Every step of mummification was designed to prepare the body and soul for this ultimate test. The heart was seen as the seat of memory and morality, essential for the afterlife. Mummification was not just preservation, but a ritual reenactment of divine resurrection. Through these rites, Egyptians believed they could join Osiris in eternal life. The process was both a spiritual journey and a practical preparation for immortality. Mummification began with purification in the Ibu, or tent of cleansing. Priests washed the body with sacred Nile water, symbolizing rebirth and preparing for transformation. The body was then moved to the Wabet, the embalmer's workshop, for the most delicate task, organ removal. The brain, considered unimportant, was extracted through the nose with a metal hook and discarded. The skull was rinsed with palm wine to kill bacteria. This careful removal of decay-prone organs was crucial for preservation. Every action was guided by ritual and prayer, invoking Anubis for protection. The process mirrored the sun god Ra's daily rebirth, linking the deceased to cosmic cycles. These first steps set the stage for the 70-day transformation from mortal to eternal. The priest's skill and reverence ensured the body was ready for its journey. Cleansing and organ removal were the foundation of Egypt's quest for immortality. Next, embalmers made a precise incision to remove the lungs, liver, stomach, and intestines, leaving the heart for judgment in the afterlife. Each organ was washed, dried, wrapped, and placed in canopic jars, each guarded by a son of Horus. The body cavity was cleaned with palm wine and packed with natron or sawdust to maintain shape. The entire body was then covered in natron, a natural salt, for 40 days to draw out all moisture. This dehydration was the key to halting decay. The body shrank, becoming leathery and preserved. After 40 days, the temporary stuffing was removed. The dried organs, now sacred, were stored with the mummy or in the tomb. The embalmer's methods combined practical science with deep religious meaning. Every step was performed with care, ensuring the body would last for eternity. The result, a preserved vessel, ready for the final rituals of wrapping and beautification. This stage was the turning point from mortal remains to an eternal form. The body was now prepared for its divine transformation. With the body dried, the final stage began, wrapping. Embalmers washed and anointed the body with oils and perfumes, restoring softness and scent. Wrapping was meticulous. Each finger, toe, limb, and the head were wrapped in fine linen. Amulets and charms were placed between layers for protection, scarabs for the heart, ankhs for life. Resin was poured over the wrappings, sealing and protecting the mummy. Priests recited spells throughout, ensuring safe passage to the afterlife. A painted shroud or funeral mask completed the transformation, giving the soul a face to recognize. The mummy was placed in decorated coffins, sometimes nested and adorned with gold. The result? A divine, eternal form, ready for its journey to the tomb and beyond. Today, mummies are windows into ancient Egypt, studied with X-rays, CT scans, and DNA analysis. Scientists can unwrap mummies virtually, revealing bones, diseases, and hidden amulets without damage. Scans of Tutankhamun showed he was a teenager with a clubfoot and malaria. Other pharaohs reveal arthritis, dental issues, and more, offering a human view of ancient lives. DNA studies trace family lines and migrations, connecting ancient Egyptians to modern populations. Chemical analysis of resins uncovers ancient trade routes and global connections. Mummies are no longer just curiosities. They're storytellers, preserving details of health, diet, and society. Each mummy is a time capsule, linking us directly to the past. The work of ancient embalmers gives modern science a voice from millennia ago. Through them, the whispers of Egypt's civilization are finally heard. The preservation of Egyptian mummies once seemed magical, shrouded in mystery, but science reveals their success was built on observation, experimentation, and skill, not lost secrets. Embalmers were both artisans and priests, driven by faith and a quest for perfection. Their mastery of anatomy and chemistry, using natron and ritual, was a triumph of human ingenuity. Every step was purposeful, blending science, art, and religion. Their legacy is not magic, but dedication and creativity in the face of death. Mummies stand as proof of a civilization's determination to conquer mortality. Through their work, the Egyptians achieved a kind of eternity, one that still fascinates and teaches us today. The true secret of mummification is the enduring power of human skill and belief.